Saab, but thank you. We dropped that about 25 years ago. Time flies. As far as I know, Saab is no longer around, but we are still around. Thank you. I'm going to tell you something about our journey when it comes to connectivity. We started connecting our products 17 years ago, back in 1999, during the first IT boom. And it was quite fun. We started out in Schildt. We spent a lot of money. We were called Scania Infotronics, and we failed. We failed heavily. And then we realized, well, we need to have our products connected. We need to have the information about the products. We need to have the information about our clients, our customers, in order to develop our business. So this is one way to look at Scania. This is not our global presence where we have our retail network, etc. This is where our trucks are connecting every morning. And this is what it looks like right now. There are some markets where we're not present at all, like North America. So that's why we don't have any docks there. Currently we have about 200,000 trucks connected. They gather about 2 billion kilometers of driving every month. So 50,000 laps around the world, roughly, during a month. That's the type of data that we gather. When it comes to this, we're actually the best OEM. We have 65% of our rolling 5-year fleet connected. When we sell a new truck, it's standard fit. So since 5 years back, it's standard fit with a communication unit. And we get activation levels over 90%. So our customers want this. They benefit from it. This is what I normally call a sales and marketing curve. We're straight up like that. But this is actually a true curve. This is the number of connected vehicles. So when we started standard fitting our products back in 2011, we had 1,500. During the first quarter, we managed another 500. And then you see the slope, a sales and marketing curve. You know what an R&D curve is? It goes down. It's supposed to always cost less, and you're always going to make it in time on the project. Both are normally not true. Another way to look at this is this. This is the overnight parked positions in 2013. 14 and 15. So why are we doing this? Why are we connecting trucks? We are investing quite a lot of money in hardware, in development, and in actually getting our customers to sign a paper. Well, it's because of the transport industry challenges that we see. We have 3 global phenomena that we have to adapt to: urbanization, sustainability, and digitalization. Things that are happening that we have to adapt to. We can't control it, but it's something we have to alter our business for. At the same time, there's 3 major technology shifts in the automotive industry: connectivity, automation, and electrification. And those 3 technology shifts will change more in the automotive industry over the next 5 to 10 years than what has happened over the last 100 years, I would say. We will be having self-driving trucks and cars in 10 to 15 years, for sure. And this is going to meet a very traditional transport industry. Our typical company, our typical customer is a mama and papa business. They love to drive their trucks. They're not very good at utilizing them. Average 30% of available time. That's not very good capital utilization after an investment. They have a cost saving. Fuel is a big thing. 1/3 of their cost is fuel. And they want to save fuel and other costs. They want to save on driver salaries. So they employ drivers from Romania, Czech Republic. They even fly in drivers from Philippines to hold the steering wheel for 8 weeks and then fly them back. But they're not very good at developing their business. It's also a very low barrier to entry. How many of you have a truck license? Ah, that's a fair amount. If you have saved up a couple of €1,000, then you can enter the truck industry. That's how easy it is to join the transport industry, which also means that they don't make a lot of money. The average company just makes somewhere between 0 and 4%. That's not very profitable. And we want profitable customers, because then we can sell them good tools. There's also a lack of transparency. You've all ordered something, and then suddenly you get a notification from DHL or UPS. I actually have some shoes that I ordered online the other day, and now suddenly UPS wants to get hold of me. Well, hey, you could have told me that you're planning to come today. And that's the same thing, it goes to business as well. You dispatch something, and then suddenly it ends up on your door. There's a lack of transparency in the transport industry. There's also a lack of sustainability. Diesel may not be the most environmentally friendly solution. And there's a commoditization. They transport from A to B. That's what they do. Very few add value during that transport. Yet, transport industry is about 7% of world GDP. It's big business. Someone is going to enter the transport industry, and it's probably going to come from outside of where we are today. I think the same thing will happen to the transport industry that happened to the automotive industry. I don't think anyone in the automotive industry thought that a dot-com billionaire was going to be the largest producer of electric vehicles in 2016. But that's a fact. That's where Tesla is today. And someone will enter this, because this is big business. So what do we do then to use connectivity in the transport industry? Well, the first thing is we need to create something for our customers to get their acceptance and help them to save money and increase revenue. So we do fleet management services. When you buy a truck or a bus, you get 10 years of free connectivity with your product. And then we gather the data, and then we use it to create other services for our customers and for internal benefits. And I'll show you some of those. One thing being the Ecolution, which is the optimized and lean transport solution. On an average, an Ecolution vehicle saves about 8% of fuel. And keep in mind then that a truck fills up roughly 1 cubic meter of diesel every time. Every month, our trucks are consuming somewhere in the region of 500 to 600 million liters of diesel. So just a few percent is quite a lot of fuel. We do driver services. By analyzing big data, we saw that 8 out of 10 drivers don't drive very well. They need training. They can drive even better, saving fuel, saving repair and maintenance. Site optimization. I told you that the average customer uses their truck less than 30% of available time. With this tool, a flow tool, looking at how you can pinpoint bottlenecks and increase the utilization of the equipment, we managed to get one customer to utilize their vehicles 23 hours and 40 minutes every day. They used 20 minutes to change drivers, repair, and refueling. The rest of it was money time. Flexible maintenance. You have to maintain your vehicle based on how it's being used, not based on a calendar scheme or whatever, but how it's actually being used. We're using operational data to make the best available maintenance program for our customers, all connected. Remote diagnostics, preparing the workshop. Before the vehicle enters the workshop, we know what's wrong with it. We have enough time, and we make sure we have the right parts in our workshop to make sure that our customers can leave the workshop with a truck that works for the rest of the period. Scania Assistance, it's connected. One of the biggest problems is actually getting the driver to tell us where he is. This guy, he will probably tell us he's in a potato field, because he sees potatoes there and potatoes there. There are a lot of potato fields in Sweden. So actually knowing where we have a breakdown and what's wrong with it, we perform a remote diagnostics on it, and then we can determine whether we should tow it or whether we should bring some parts and the right technician to the place. We plan our network, our workshop network. Just because we sell a vehicle in one specific place doesn't mean it operates here. So we actually use the positions of where they operate, because that's probably where they need maintenance as well. Saving a lot of money. And then we're using it to track our outbound logistics. The average the average for Scania was 89 days when we started this. From the vehicle leaving the factory until it reached the customer was 89 days. I know a lot of customers, or other producing companies that have way higher. I'm not going to mention them because it's embarrassing for them. But it adds money. It's capital tied up. Every day we save doing this is worth about 2 million euros. Just one single day. And then we're using it in our R&D development to do platooning, autonomous vehicles, etc. And we can only do that if we have a good connected fleet. And connectivity and digitalization will be the part that takes us into the future.